Guys, what's going on? It is Catman227 here, and I'm back with some more Warframe. And as you can see, I've got a brand new Warframe. This is Mesa. Now, Mesa is a gunslinger, so I thought it'd be a good idea to use a sniper rifle. So, um, this is why I like Mesa. Mesa is, well, like I said, she's a gunslinger. What's not to love about a gunslinger? Um, but her abilities are very interesting, I'd say. They are not exactly like, I would say defense missions are her best, simply because of her first and, actually no, her second and fourth ability. I would say makes her good at both of those. But let me just collect some energy really quick. I unfortunately don't have the mod that allows you to regenerate your energy. Um, so I'll have to get some on my own. Here's some. Okay, so that should be enough to use the first ability. This is Ballistics Battery. Ballistics Battery, as you can see where my first ability is, where that 0 is, the more damage that you do, the higher that meter will go up. And the more the meter goes up, like watch, you see how it goes up to 6? Now, we're going to keep getting kills, and until it gets to, I'd say maybe 50 or something like that. You just get a bunch of kills, and you, once the number goes up to a high amount, you're going to want to activate the ability again, and that will increase your damage. It will increase the damage that your projectile weapons are, such as every secondary, every primary. Melee, I don't think that increases your damage. I don't think. And, by the way, if you try to use your fourth ability, and it will only increase the damage of one shot from your fourth ability, I believe. Not the whole ability. Now, this ability I like because this is Shooting Gallery. It's kind of the same effect as, well, let me just show you. It will stun enemies. They will basically be stunned for, I believe, 25 seconds, which is quite a while. It's, let's see, it reminds me a little bit of Nova's first ability, which is Null Star. So, for instance, if you're fighting Grineer, it will jam their weapons and they won't be able to fire. So they'll be basically stunned for 25 seconds, which I find is pretty useful considering that you can't get shot. Which, speaking of can't get shot, her third ability actually gives you, all it is a shield. It turns your shield capacity into armor, I believe. And that lasts for 10 seconds. And you will be not invulnerable, but you will take less damage from projectiles, I believe. Such as bullets, arrows, grenades even. So that's pretty damn useful. That's pretty damn useful. Our fourth ability, I'll get on to that one in a second once the enemies start piling up. But let's get on to the subject of how she looks while we're waiting for the enemies. She is not exactly the most beautiful looking female Warframe. She's more like one of those stereotypical badasses that you see in movies and such, which I kind of like it. It fits the gunslinger theme with with the bandana and the armor and the cape and everything. Well, the cape is actually something I threw on myself. She doesn't actually come with that. It's a cosmetic that I threw on. To make her look a little bit cooler. Which I believe you can farm for those in alerts. So, okay. So this, come on, Death Cube. Come on. Taking all the kills. I'm just waiting for the enemies to pile up because in order to do your fourth ability, you have to have enemies pile up all over the place. So, okay, let's just use it. If you don't know what just happened, she just went full gunslinger mode. She used those little, like, rockets, or those little things that you see on her wrist right there. She shot those at all the enemies. You don't even have to aim up or down, just left or right. Because she'll hit any target that's in her peripheral vision. So, like, every enemy that you can see, like, if there's, like, a few enemies over here, every enemy that she can see on the screen that's in front of you is what she can hit. That's why she's good on defense missions. Because, not necessarily this one, because you can't stand on top of this one, but let's say it was a defense mission where you can stand on top of the capsule, like, you could stand on top of it. Just going around in a circle and use your fourth ability, just shoot all the way around in a circle. You'll kill every single enemy for miles. That's why I paired her up with a sniper rifle, because I think she gets, like, bonus damage from it. Since she can increase her damage, the sniper rifle will do more damage. And it already is a pretty impressive sniper rifle that does pretty good damage. Not the best, I don't exactly have the best sniper rifle, but I am only mastery rank 8, I believe. So, I don't really have the best gear unlocked. But I am trying the best I can. I definitely am trying. Oh my god. You know what? See? You just see how much damage those things do. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a set move, so, like, it depends on how long you use it. That's pretty much all your fourth ability does. It depends on how long you want to use it. So, like, I believe you can activate it with... Yeah, you can. You can activate it when you're at any energy. Any energy level. You don't have to have, like, a set energy. You can activate it whenever you want. The problem is, the longer it's activated, and the more shots you fire, the more energy it takes. If that makes sense. So, your power... Which, I believe you can increase that by, power range or... No, power duration. Increase your power duration, and you should be fine on that. It should last a little bit longer, by at least a few seconds longer. So, do I suggest Mesa? Definitely. She is definitely a Warframe you want to have. She's gotten me out of some tight situations. She has very low stats whenever you're first beginning, but I leveled her up a bit, and I also put mods on her, so if you put mods on her, she's pretty powerful and pretty tanky if you can mod her up. But when you're first starting out, it's like she's level 13 right now, so she's not exactly the best, but once you put some mods on her, you can turn her into a pretty beefy and a pretty tanky Warframe. I believe if you use dual wielding, like if you, right now I only have one Lex, but let's say I had two. If you get two Lexes, then you can dual wield them, and I think you have, like, increased fire rate or something, just without any mods on it. I'm not sure, but I think if you have dual wielding, she's better with dual wielding than just one. But unfortunately, I don't really have any dual wielding at the moment. But I'm going to try to unlock some specifically for Mazda, just so that that way... Oh, another thing I left out was, you might have noticed I don't have a melee. That's actually a good thing when it comes to Mazda. Don't use your melee. Do not even equip a melee, because you get bonus health orbs if you're not using a melee. If you have no melee equipped, you get bonus health from health orbs. So definitely don't use a melee. Plus she's a gunslinger. She's not supposed to go into melee anyway. And I have a sniper rifle, so sniper rifles are meant to snipe from long range. So what would I need to go up close range for when I can just do this? Okay, well, that would probably be a good place to use a melee right there. So, for sure, she's definitely a pretty decent warframe. I would say get her. I would definitely say get her. She's definitely a tanky warframe. I absolutely love her. She's one of my favorites. So, I think that's it for this video. If you have any more suggestions on who you want to see a review on next, let me know in the comments below, and I will try my best to find it. So, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.